When we think of liberty, images of waving flags, speeches echoing through generations, and documents enshrining ideals often come to mind. America's journey to liberty is a vast narrative penned over centuries with the ink of legislative changes. Among the most pivotal strokes in this grand story are the amendments to the U.S. Constitution, each sculpting the landscape of freedom in unique ways. It begins in 1791 with the ratification of the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments. These amendments were born out of a deep-set fear of tyranny. Among them, the First Amendment stands tall, ensuring the freedoms of speech, religion, and the press, the bedrock of a democratic society. They lay a foundational commitment to protect citizens from the overreach of government power. Fast forward to the mid-19th century, when the nation faced its greatest existential threat, the Civil War. From this crucible of conflict emerged the transformative 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. The 13th Amendment, ratified in 1865, abolished slavery, rewriting the definition of liberty by excluding the abhorrent practice from the American way of life. This monumental step was quickly followed by the 14th Amendment in 1868, which introduced the powerful Equal Protection Clause, extending citizenship and equal protection under the laws to all persons. The 15th Amendment, ratified in 1870, aimed to guarantee voting rights regardless of race, a courageous attempt to extend liberty's reach through the ballot box. Transitioning into the 20th century, the momentum for change continued. 1920, the 19th Amendment shattered traditional norms by granting women the right to vote, a victory for equality, and a bold stride towards gender liberty. This was not merely the expansion of a right, but a redefinition of the electorate, shaping a more inclusive democracy. Decades later, during the era of civil rights movements, the 24th Amendment addressed the insidious poll tax, an economic barrier that restricted voting rights, particularly among African Americans. Ratified in 1964, this amendment was a critical step towards ensuring that liberty was not just a promise, but a practice accessible to all, irrespective of economic status. The 26th Amendment, ratified in 1971, lowered the voting age from 21 to 18. This change acknowledged the voices of young Americans, especially as they were sent to fight wars, demanding that they too have a say in leadership and legislation impacting their lives. And so the narrative of freedom continues to evolve. Each amendment adds a new layer to the intricate mosaic of liberty. They are reminders that freedom is not static. It's a living, breathing component of society, subject to the evolving values and struggles of its people. As we reflect on these monumental changes, it becomes clear that the story of freedom is not one of simple victories, but of ongoing dialogue and struggle. These amendments are mile markers on the long road to justice and equality. And so, the quest for liberty continues, ever adapting to the needs and challenges of coming generations. The amendments that shape America's liberty may not be the end of the story, but they certainly are powerful chapters in a narrative that continues to unfold.